Hi everybody, Laurie here from Unique in the Creek. Say hello when you come in. Say hello, hello. Hi everybody. So today I'm going to come on and we're going to make a ginormous carrot. We're going to make a giant carrot TikTok. Hello, 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 hello everybody. This is an impromptu live that I'm doing. I'm going to be doing a giant carrot on the triangle board. So say hey when you come in. Let me check this chat. There we go. We have people. Hello, hello, my friends. Hello. So I'm going to make a giant carrot. Okay. I'm dying to make one. So we're using the triangle board. I am using an orange poly burlap. Hey, TikTok. I'm using an orange poly burlap. We are using these two ribbons. I'm going to make a cute bow, and I'll show you why I picked those ribbons. Because we have this pack of 3 signs. They're just 6 by 7 inch signs, and you get all 3 in the pack. And the numbers, I have put all the numbers and everything in the description. But the numbers for the sign is MD1042. They are super cute signs. So this is the one that I'm going to use on the carrot. And as you can see, it's got, maybe you can't see because of the light, it does have like a green border of like green and white dots, just like this ribbon. Okay, hello everyone. So I'm going to be using this lime green Swiss dot ribbon with this 7/8 lime green fine glitter ribbon. This is the sign we're going to put on our carrot when it's done. We're using orange burlap, poly burlap I mean. And I'm going to use one of my bunnies. Now these are sold out. I didn't grab a lot of these, but they are little peeking bunnies. They're actually used for like flower pots and stuff that you can stick in. But I want one of these peeking out the top of my carrot. I think it's going to be so cute. So we're just going to zip tie one of these guys in to the top of the carrot. I know these signs are fabulous. If you just want a little sign, now they're not super small. It's 6 by 7. This one says Cottontail Carrot Company. This is the one we're going to use on our big carrot. And then the other one that comes, or there's 2 more that comes in it. And this one says Easter egg hunters needed, no experience necessary. Super cute. We have the actual ribbon that matches the Easter egg, this Easter sign. We have the ribbons at uniqueinthecreek.com. And then the third sign that comes in this pack, really pretty, more pastel, more pastel color than bright vibrant. It says Happy Easter, and it's got the cute little Easter bunny. We actually have this Easter bunny that's on this sign in an actual embossed Easter bunny. So I am going to use this sign in another project with this Easter bunny. So if you go check our shop, type in Easter bunny, and this actual shaped Easter bunny will come up. Really, really cute. And then of course the carrot sign. So those are the 3 signs that come in the pack. I'm going to use this sign for today's project. And then I have this flocked green grass that I'm going to be using. We're going to cut it up and split it up and everything because it's really tall for the top of the carrot. So we're going to cut that down, and it really does look like a top of a carrot, and it's all flocked. Like this is all flocked. It's really super cool. So I think it's going to look great on the top of the carrot. And then in the bow, I'm going to put a little bit of this greenery and orange flower spray just incorporated into the bow. And that is what I'm using. All right, so we're going to get down to the board and start this. So I have preloaded my board. However, the petal that I'm going to be using, and by the way, you only need, if you're going to do the carrot like me, you only need one roll of poly burlap. So you can either use poly burlap or fabric mesh for this. Now, if you have if you're going to use another type of mesh, like for instance, actually this is the deluxe foil orange. Look at that. Isn't that beauty? You could probably get away with one roll too. Why I'm contemplating about the whole roll thing is because poly burlap and fabric mesh, and even horizontal wide stripe, is a high coverage deco mesh. Now, if you were using like a metallic deco mesh, you wouldn't have as much coverage. You need more petals. But I think you could get away with doing it with this deluxe foil. We'll try it as we go. Now, what I'm going to be mimicking, I don't know if you guys have seen, what's trending lately is a carrot made with tulips. So they're made with, you know, the silk tulips and everything. Those silk tulips are quite pricey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go along the same lines as the tulips, but I'm going to use mesh. And like I said, it's only one roll of mesh that we're going to use. So I've preloaded my triangle board. Now you're going to want the long part at the top. Obviously, you know, we're putting our triangle board upside down to make the carrot, right? So this is going to be the bottom of the carrot. And of course, this is going to be the top. So I've put one zip tie in row 1, 2 of them in row 3. We're going to be skipping every row. And 3 on row 5. And as I was playing, I realized that the petals that I'm using are really high covering petals, that you don't need a lot of them. How about we just get started? Because at the end, I'll tell you how many petals we're going to use, because I preloaded every other row, but I don't think I'm going to need every zip tie. So I know it sounds confusing. It is, because this is something I was just playing with. Anyways, okay, so let's just make the petals. So I'm making what's called the tulip petal. Okay, there is a video on just making the petal itself, but I am going to go through it a couple times. I cut my poly burlap. I just cut it with my rotary cutter. Now, if you guys have worked with poly burlap, you know it's a nice mesh, but it frays. Like, you could sneeze on this stuff and it'll you know, fall apart. But it's a really good high hiding mesh. And if you're making a petal where you don't see the edges with it, it's a great mesh. So I just cut 10-inch pieces. I think I cut about 20 10-inch pieces. And I don't think we're even going to use 20 petals on this. But, so, cut your piece 10 by 10. All right. I just cut it with my rotary cutter. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn that piece of mesh into a diamond shape, okay? And you're going to take the top corner and the bottom corner and bring it up. Now you're doing this off the table, okay? So you're bringing the top corner and the bottom corner, meeting it. Then you're going to take the right corner, bring it up to meet this corner, and wrap it, kind of just fold it around. And then you're going to take your left corner, bring it up, and fold it around. So it looks like a balloon almost. You see how it looks like a balloon? Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull where it's divoting in here. It's kind of, you know, you can see it caving in. I'm going to pull in the middle there and put it down on my table and line up the edges. So what's happening is you can see how it looks like kind of like a tulip shape, right? So this is the top and then it comes down. When I did that bubble thing, it's folding the mesh and the sides inwards to the middle. Okay? And then once you have your edges lined up, just like that, I'm going to pinch it at about the 4-inch. So from the bottom, 4 inches up, I pinched it in the middle. I'm going to bring the top in, and then I'm going to bring the bottom in. And there is what I call our tulip petal, because it does look like a tulip. Now you can see, look at all the fray. See all the fray? You don't have to worry about it because you're not going to see it. Hi, Tom Hutton. You're not going to see all these jagged edges or anything. The only part you're going to see on our carrot is from about here to the top. Okay? So I'll do that again. And it's just practice. You're going to take your 10 by 10 inch piece. Yes, you can do different mesh. The mesh I would suggest for this is poly burlap, fabric mesh, or horizontal wide stripe. Okay? Or the deluxe foil orange. Let's try it with the deluxe foil. So 10 by 10, put it into diamond shape. Bring the top and bottom corner up off the table. Bring the right corner up, kind of fold it, wrap it around. The left corner, wrap it around, grab that whole thing. There's our balloon. And you're gonna, where it's kind of folding in at the sides here, just pull it straight and then bring it down onto the table. Okay, so it does work with the deluxe mesh too. So if you want a bit of a sparkle, look how pretty that is. I don't know what, sorry, I got my camera weird. Isn't that pretty? So you can do it with the deluxe foil mesh as well. You'll probably have to do a little more sculpting with the deluxe foil. With poly burlap. Poly burlap, whatever shape you form with your poly burlap, it stays like that. The deluxe foil actually is really, really nice. It's keeping its shape as well. So I would recommend poly burlap, fabric mesh, horizontal wide stripe, and then the deluxe foil for this petal. All right, we are using the poly burlap. So diamond shape to the top corner and bottom corner, bring it up off the table, right corner, bring that right corner up, and just kind of fold it around and hold and pinch the end. Left corner up, pinch the end. There's our balloon. Okay, there's where it's kind of divoting in there. What you're going to do is just pull that up and then press it down onto the table. And like I said, what it's doing is folding your mesh inside here, and it makes this tulip-like shape. Okay, and then about 4 inches, I'm going to pinch it in the middle, right there. Bring the top, so I pinched it in the middle, then I'm going to scooch the top to the middle, and then the bottom to the middle. And there is your tulip petal. So that just takes a little bit of practice. It's more of one of the more advanced petals. It's not hard, it's just practice. So you can see when you open, there's the mesh inside there. Okay? And we just call that the tulip petal. So why I'm using that petal is like I said, I'm trying to mimic tulips on that for our carrot. Okay, so I have preloaded on row 1, and now this is upside down, just the 2 center holes, 1 zip tie on row 1. So I'm going to cut and just clean up the petal here. And I'm going to put this petal into the zip tie and do it up. That's the start of our carrot. Okay, we're skipping row 2. Row 3, because this petal is so wide, row 3, we only need 2 petals. Now, I'm kind of trying to make sure that my factory edge that is facing up towards the ceiling is on my left side. So if you guys watch me, you know that my tattoo is on my right hand. So looking down at my petal, there's my factory edge to the left. All right, so I'm just going to put that in. Actually, maybe I should do the factory edge to the left for the left side of the carrot. And no, it doesn't work. I thought maybe if I turned it over, the factory edge would be on the right side, but it's not. That's okay. Put that one in. And with this petal, you kind of want to fold it into each other. Did you see how I did that? So there's the 2 separate petals, okay? Let me scooch down. I'm going to open, and I'm going to tuck this bottom petal, part of this petal into the inside of the neighboring one. Bring this down and bring this over top. So this factory edge is actually over top of the cut edge. But they lay better when you've layered them like that. They will lay nice and perfect. Pull that tight. Can you guys see? That's what we got so far. Okay. I'm skipping row 4. Row 5, I'm doing the 2 outer again. And then I'm going to try 1 in the center. Now, because I didn't wood burn this, I'm going to be snipping off strings and stuff. But once you stop touching it, it stops making all the strings. Okay, so I'm kind of angling this a little bit along with the board. So angle it just slightly so it angles outside of the board like that. And there's the right one. So I'm just, it's not going straight in. I'm just putting it in and kind of just angling it just a bit. And then we'll put one right in the center. So this is row 5. Yeah, it does work. Okay. Then I'm going to fold in and layer this side. And this side. Okay, so they're interlocked there. And you want to make sure that they're both, all 3 are the same length. Now, if you measure your tail at 4 inches like I did and do the zip tie right over top of your rubber band, they'll be the same length every time. All right, so we're skipping row 6 and on to row 7. So again, I'm going to start with the outside one, angle it. Put the 2 outside petals on. And then, I'm not sure, I think we may not need I guess I can use. I'll figure, I will tell you guys at the end how many I actually ended up using, how many petals. So row 6, so far there's 4. And I think I could put one more in the center here. Hello everybody, we're making a big old carrot. So I'm just going to put one in the center. So we're on row 7. So this last one is going right where the number 7 is. Okay, so we used 5 on that one. 5 pieces. And we still interlocked those 5. I think it looks pretty good. This one's a little bit longer. Okay. So far we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces so far. Hello everybody, thanks for joining me. This was just an impromptu because I wanted to play and make a carrot. Okay, we are on row 6 here. Again, we'll start with the outside row holes. Okay. Thinking we don't need this one, but we'll use this one. Yeah, that works. So I guess 5 on number 6 again. And then we'll put the center one in. It's filling up the board pretty good. Interlock these again. So we've got so far, kind of cute, eh? All right, so that was 5. And we're on the last row already of our carrot. And I'll show you how we're going to finish off the top. Okay, so we're going to go in again with the outer part. Okay. I'll probably skip this one. Put one here. And you can see why I recommended those different mesh for this actual project, because if you're using a cheaper mesh, a value mesh or something, when you fold your mesh and make your petals, it's not going to give you the coverage that like a poly burlap or a fabric mesh would give you. Okay, so you need a good high covering mesh. Now, that's not saying you can't do it with a value mesh. You can, you're just going to need a lot more petals, which is a lot more mesh than what we're using with this poly burlap. All right, one more. It's a little short. There we go. There we go. Make sure you can't see through the board. You can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, that's pretty good. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 pieces. Okay, 21. So if you guys want to screenshot, I'm just putting red marks where the zip ties are so you can see it. Okay, so if you want to screenshot this, let me zoom it out a little bit. We'll be finishing the last row, but we have to add stuff first. Okay, so I want to add my little peeking bunny. We have to add the top of the carrot. So I'm using this flocked green spray that we got in. Now it's pretty long, but it's awesome for the top of the carrot. So I ripped 3 pieces off. I'm going to cut them down. So I'm going to cut that down a bit so they're not so long. That's perfect. So we're on row 12, right where the number 12 is the center of the top. I'm going to put a zip tie into those 2 holes, and the 12 is right below there. And I'm going to put this one, and this one. And one more. Kind of right in the center here. Okay, that one's good. Zip tie it up. Okay, and then I'm going to put some on either side. Maybe I'll use the shared. So one right to the left and one to the right. I'm putting a zip tie. Now, I've done many carrots. Lots of carrots on my YouTube channel. I've used different things for the stems. I've used different petals. I've done a lot of carrots. So if you want to check out, just go under the triangle board playlist on YouTube. And you'll see all the different carrots. Sorry, somebody must be at the door. So we did 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 or 8 sprays on this flocked grass. So I'm going to put 2 in the left, 2 in the right, and we did 4 of them in the center. And I'm just going to zip tie them in. Starting to look like a carrot, right? Look how cute. Okay, throw all this away. Now, I do want to have my bunny peeking out because my bow's probably going to go in the center of my carrot. And I have these little bunny heads. Okay, which one should I use? The brown one? These are the ribbons. Maybe I'll use the white one. So the bunny is going to be peeking out of the bow. Oh my God, this is going to be cute. Yeah, I'm going to use the white one. So do I want to put it in now? Because I have to do the orange. We're going to do orange poofs to finish this off. I think so. I'm going to zip tie it on. So what I'm going to do is just right where number 12 was, right in the center, I'm going to put another zip tie. Oh, shoot. I broke that. The brown. You think the brown? What's everybody thinking, brown or white? He's going to be peeking out behind the bow. We're going to put a bow here, but after we put our orange poofs. Now you can add some hot glue if you want. I'm going to go right over top. Make sure the hot glue is touching the board and go just right over top. So it's zip tied and glued. So it's not going to come out. Hello everybody. This is going to be a big carrot. It's going to be awesome. I think the white may pop better. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the white. I'm just going to zip tie him in right into the center here. I need this to the side so it can sit flat. There we go. Isn't that cute? Even though they're supposed to be plant things, but you can also, I don't have a square sign here right now, but if you have like a cute Easter sign, you can even glue, hot glue, the bunny peeking over your Easter sign. I know I don't have any more of these left. As soon as I showed them on What's New in the Warehouse, they totally got sold out. But they're really cute. So I'll check if Craft Outlet has these. I do have a shipment coming next week. I wonder if I can get more. Anyways, so we're going to zip tie him in right about there. I'm not going to glue it yet because I want to be able to adjust it so that you don't see this stick part after I put the bow in. So I'm just going to leave it right there. Okay, now I think we can start with our finishing off the top of our carrot. And I'm going to just do that by making some poofs with my poly burlap. So you'll have, if you're using the poly burlap, how many petals did I say? 5, 10, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21. You will have quite a bit of poly burlap left that you can make your 21 petals first. And then this is only if you're using poly burlap or fabric mesh or horizontal wide stripe. Only cut 21 pieces, and then you're going to come back and we're going to do some poofs. So I'm going to just put my zip tie in the, not the very first hole, but the second one. And that's where I'm going to start my poof. So I'm just going to gather up the end of my mesh here, just like this. Okay. And I'm going to kind of fold it over so that it makes a nice poof like this. And I'm doing it 8 inches. Let's see. No, 10 inches. So from the end where I'm pinching to my other hand is 10 inches. Okay, so in between there's 10 inches. You're going to bring the tail of your mesh underneath and grab it with your hand where you're holding on to the mesh there, okay? And what I'm going to do is just put it right on top of that zip tie. Oops. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a zip tie around this so it doesn't come undone. And you only need this for the beginning part. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm going to come around with this zip tie. So I'll just zip to the board. So we're just finishing off the top of the carrot. I'll screenshot a picture and I'll post it in Unique Wreath Creators or and our YouTube, okay? So I've skipped this set of holes and I'm going to the next set. I put a zip tie right in the very first hole. I'm going to measure 10 inches. I'll just use my measure buddy and pull it out to 10 inches. Put it underneath. Pull out your mesh to 10 inches. Take your hand, bring it up, and we're going to zip tie right around. Hopefully that'll cover it all. I wonder if I should. I'm thinking maybe I should not skip that hole. Let's try that again. I'm going to try that second set of hole here. This hole. Yeah, that works, I think. It's too much. Maybe 8 inches. Sorry guys, I haven't made one like this before, so I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go. I'm going to try 8-inch poof here. Yeah, that works better. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go on every set of hole, the last hole to the outside of the board. So right here, I'm going to measure out 8 inches again, like that. Bring it back, and right where I was pinching, you're going to zip tie it. So we're going to make these little poofs all the way across the top of our carrot. And you just fold it, or just turn it over like that. So right here again. 8 inches. I should have actually put maybe another few more petals there. That's okay. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. Yeah, but because it's poly burlap, you don't want a cut edge, right? You guys have learned that several times with me. You've seen how much it frays without, unless you're going to wood burn your mesh for up top, your best bet is just to do poofs like I am. And that way it doesn't fray. I'm going to turn this, I don't know why I'm working upside down. I'm trying to show you guys, but I'm going to turn it sideways so it's easier for me to work with. I'm just going to kind of fold these ruffles, kind of bring them down. That. So I'm using one hole for each set here, just one hole to the outside of the board. So these are 8-inch poofs. Don't forget, we're going to be putting a bow in the center here as well. But I think I might have to move my rabbit up. We'll have to figure out what to do. Okay, I'm going to finish like that one. So I'm going to pull out 8 inches. Do a poof. And then we got to finish the edge. I normally do stuff like this in my VIP group where I try a new project and I talk out my thoughts on how I'm coming up with the project. But I thought it would be good for you guys to see, you know, what we do in the VIP group. Okay, so now I need 10-inch piece, and then it's going to come back around like this. So I'm just going to cut this with my scissors because we're done with the mesh. It's too big. Is that working? I'm just putting a zip tie around. There we go. Just around the edge here. Okay. Tuck these in. Let's see. I'm going to turn it around. Oh, you can see the board. Let's see if I stand it up. Can you see it? Should have put some more petals under there. I can still do that though. Let me see. Let's try something. Everything's trial and error. It does look cute. It's just, I gotta figure out how to do that top. Yeah, we got to trust the process. And the process is my brain right now. This is exactly how I figure out new things to do on the board. Is literally just trial and error and playing. I'm just doing it live because I'm brave. So you guys can see, you know, there is a process when I do come up with a new design. You know, it's not always as easy as I make it look, right? Because I've probably been sitting at my table for a couple hours playing. so that you guys don't have to sit at your tables. So I'm going to try a few more petals. Oh shoot, I have a ton of petals made. I forgot. They're in the basket. All right, well this is how the petal is made, if you missed at the beginning. So I am on row 12. We're going to put these kind of right underneath those poofs. It would be easier if you did row 12 first and then the poofs, but like I said, you guys don't have to figure that out, just me. So that's one. I'm going to skip one. That's better. Much better. Perfect. Okay. Let's continue on. We'll put a few more. Where did I put it? Skip that second set and we went into this third set. Like I said, I will make a diagram and post it for you guys. So if you're not in Unique Wreath Creators on Facebook, you should be. There's lots of good stuff in there, and that's where everybody shares their ideas. I post freebie stuff in there. And you learn a lot in there, and it is a free group. So it's called Unique Wreath Creators. So I will put the diagram for this in the files. Yeah, we needed that last hole, the last row. So I'm just going over top of the greenery, but if you're doing it, do your poofs last. You don't have to kind of do it like me because, come on, oh, snake. Just trying to make sure they're all the same length, right? Want different lengths. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. No, it's not on YouTube, it's on Facebook. It's called Unique Wreath Creators. It's a private group, but it is free. And everybody in there posts their Unique in the Creek designs. Okay, we just need one more petal. Right here. So I added 6 more petals, so that was 21 plus 6, 27 petals. You still have enough mesh to do your poofs. Thanks, Tina. Okay, that is so much better. Much, much better. Okay, now we'll bring our poofs down. Just kind of fold them in. You guys probably, when you're playing, you may come up with a totally much better idea how to finish the top off. I think it looks cute. Yeah, my buddy's gonna have to move. So we'll just slide him right out. Okay, so we're going to put our sign. I'm going to put my sign right about there. Now on the sign you'll see the green, there's like green polka dots, so it does match the green ribbon I'm going to use for a bow perfectly. So where am I going to go with this? I want it here. So I'm just going to use this twine. And if I zip tie the twine, let's see, I'm going to go right there. 12, 11, 10. On row 9, right in the center, I'm going to put a zip tie. There is a zip tie there already, but I'm going to put another one right over top. And we're going to use the twine of the sign, so it's just going to hang. Okay, so just like that. Actually put a knot in it because this is a little too long. And just knot one of these sides to shorten, there we go, shorten the twine. Well, that was stupid. I went right past the zip tie. Thank you, Tina. You were the best. If anybody doesn't know, Tina Kelly actually works for us, people. So if she's answering a question for you, she knows her stuff. She is a Unique in the Creek employee. Just an FYI. There we go. You want to make sure the twine is in between the zip tie that you're going to use. There, perfect. I'm going to use a little bit of glue. Oh shoot, I just cut off the knots. What did, oh no I didn't. There we go. Oh, it's coming together. It's coming together, my friends. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back of the sign. Right there. So it'll be glued on, plus it'll it's zip tied on as well. Just gonna put some globs of glue, just like that. And there we go. Just set it down. Cute! Okay, now we're gonna make a bow. I don't know how we're going to do this, but we will. It's actually looking really cute already. Isn't that cute? Oops. It's a big carrot. It's a big carrot. We're going to put some greenery. I love this flocked. Totally looks like the top of a carrot. Okay, let's make a bow. Got my stow and go. Now I think I'm going to have to incorporate incorporate my bunny into the bow somehow. And then I'm going to put some of this into the bow. I know it probably doesn't need a bow, but I'm going to anyways, because why not? I got the stuff. But yeah, if you were on it to keep it cost friendly, you could probably just leave it without a bow. I'm just not sure how I'm going to put it yet. We'll see. I'm going to use a 14-inch tail only because I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with this bow yet. So I'm going to keep the tails long, because if I have them too short, I can't add ribbon, right? So I'm going to just keep them long and cut them back if need be. So I'm putting my 2 tails on like that. Yeah, you don't need Easter ribbon to make it Eastery. So I'm just getting, this ribbon actually matches that sign. Okay, I need a pipe cleaner too. Okay. Now the poofs here are pretty big, so I'm going to make 6-inch loops. And this is the Easy Bow Stow and Go bow maker. We do sell these on our website as well. It comes with a carrying bag and the dowel things. This isn't the one, but it has dowel to hold your ribbon. I'm just a scatterbrain today. I'm like all over the place. I don't know what my problem is. So I'm going to do 3 loops with this lime green Swiss dot. It's 1.5 inches. So there's 2. Make sure they're the same. 1 more. Okay, there's the 3rd loop. I'm just going to cut this off. I make bows much differently than a lot of people, so if you're a beginner bow maker, my way is a little bit confusing. It works for me. Okay, now I'm going to come in with this nice, cute lime green 7/8 inch glitter ribbon. Keep it in the green family here. So I'm going to do my loops, my tails. And come in and we'll do 3 loops with the 7/8 inch at 5 inches. So just 1 inch shorter than the lime green ones. The lime green Swiss dot. God, I'm sorry. My brain is like scattered today. I don't know what my issues are. So these are 5-inch loops. So you're going to go straight down, give it a half twist towards you and back right down so that the bad side or the non-glittery side is facing up. And you're going to come around again to make your loop. Go straight down the middle of the bow maker, half twist. And then I'm going to do a center loop. So I'm just going to take my ribbon, wrap it around that small one, come down. That looks like a good bow to me. And cut that off. No, my brain's not working wonderfully today, but thank you, Lorraine. I'm just feeling a little scattered. I don't know why. So I'm just going to pull this up just a bit so I can slide my... Now I'm going to just use a zip tie in the middle. You can use, most people use a pipe cleaner. Actually, maybe I'll just use a pipe cleaner like everybody else. Let's go through. I have to go through this center loop here. Pull this whole thing off the bow maker. We're going to cut that piece off. 1, 2, 3. Tell I'm not the bow maker in the VIP group. My bows suck in comparison to Michelle's, but they work. I like the two different lime greens. It's very pretty. Yeah, my brain's creative. It's just not the greatest brain for bow making. I get by. Just slant these. Let's see. We are going to go down the center one. Where should I go down the... I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put my bow. Let's flip this over. It is a beautiful bow. So I'm going to go right in the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, this is the direct center. And that's where I want my bow. In these two holes here. But I can't because there's a poof there. I kind of slide the pipe cleaners up under. little tight because there's a lot of zip ties in these two holes because it's the center holes on row 12. So. One. Just have to keep moving the head of the zip tie. There's the second one. So we're not going to pull it too tight. Oh, turn it. That's going to look cute. Now, I have to have my bunny in there. How am I going to do this? Let's see. Three. Then I can kind of scooch it under. I'm determined to get this bunny in. No, it's got to be peeking from behind the bow. It's sitting right there. I'll figure it out. Put it picking up on the outside of the sign. Or can you be peeking from the side here? No, I want him at the top. Just trying to figure out how to attach it. Any suggestions? Maybe in the grass at the top. I was thinking about that as well. Let me see if you can actually see him though. No, you can't see him. He's got to go in the bow. I'm going to take it off. And maybe incorporate him actually into the bow. Huh. Above the sign, peeking over. Actually, that's kind of cute too, isn't it? Hitting the glue. Oh, that actually looks cute, doesn't it? Of course, I glued right in the center, right? So, I wonder if I can cut this down. Well, if I had Dave, I could cut it down. Nope. It's because I glued the sign right in the center down there. What do you guys think about him there? And the bow like that. I think actually the right there looks really cute. On the side like that. That's what I'm going to do. I think. I don't know. I love this. hate when I don't know what I'm going to do. We're going to put the bow back on. Okay. You can tell I'm thinking. I get really quiet when I'm like really in intense thought. And the VIP group knows that. When Laurie's quiet, I'm really thinking. Thinking of. And I still have this damn bunny. Oh my God, this stupid bunny. I don't know where to put him. You liked it on the corner of the sign? I did too. Just my tails. I want to make sure my bow is incorporated, but the tails, if I glue that right there and glue that one there, can it be upside down? Oh, wait a second. I don't know. No, I'm not going to do curly tails. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this ribbon. Right there, so it stays right there. It's a little trick. Do the other side. We may have to scrap the bunny because the carrot looks so cute like this. It's over here. Has anybody else glued their ribbon tails like this in place? It's a like neat little trick. What did you say about the bunny? I could put the brown one in. I did want to put it in the center of the sign, but I glued right in the center. I glued. So I can't really move the sign. Let me see. I love everything else. I got to figure out how to incorporate this. I'm ruining that ribbon or that mesh there. Glue sticks really well to poly burlap. There we go. There, look how cute. Now what do you guys think? I'm not going to glue anything yet. There's the brown one, and then there's the white one. Oh, that's cute now. What do you guys think? Put a bunny in each side? I don't know if that'll be too much. Let's try. Yeah, I think that's too much. Oh, I think I'm just going to keep it in the middle, underneath the sign there. Do you guys think that looks okay? How long have I been live? Hour and a half. Oh my gosh, look, TikTok, isn't that cute? Anyways, okay, you guys are going to have to stay tuned to see what I do with it. I need my brain to rest, and I'm going to come back to it because, oh, look at this bunny. Okay, squirrel. It's almost the same bunny that's in this little sign. Oh, so cute. I'm going to give my brain a rest. I'm going to come back to it, and as soon as I come back to it, it'll probably hit me of where I want to put little bunny Foo-Foo. I was really wanting to put it in at the top here. But anyways, oh, we have to put a hanger on. All that work I did on my bow. I'm just going to go right down the middle here. Put a down. Now there really isn't a hanging hole, set of hanging holes for the carrot because I have the board upside down. So there we go. So just like I teach the students in the VIP group, when you don't know what to do, you walk away and you come back to it with some fresh eyes, and you'd be surprised at what you find out with fresh eyes. But that's how it's staying for right now. Isn't it cute? Look at that. It's a big old carrot. See TikTok? Anyways, I kind of like it just like it's perfect right there. I'm thinking maybe the bunny's not going to go in the carrot this time. Because I really think the sign looks great right there. And I smushed up my bow. It's time to put this day to a rest. The dilemma of the bunny. What is she gonna do with the bunny? It really is cute. Anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned something. This is not like my normal lives like I do. This were really me being very vulnerable and not really having anything prepped and just kind of winging it. So you guys could see, you know, even seasoned wreath maker like myself, we still sometimes have to, you know, figure things out. You know, that's how you come up with new ideas. You know, you might have to step back like me with this bunny and come back tomorrow with some fresh eyes, or take it all apart and start all over again. No, I think it's pretty cute. It's gonna, even if I don't get the bunny on, I really like it like this. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching TikTok. We will talk to you soon. I should be live sometime this weekend. I don't know what or when, but I will post a picture. You'll have to tune in to see if she puts the rabbit in or not. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. VIPs, we'll see you in an hour. Bye, everybody.